Right then, you horrible lot. I thought I'd do a video completely off the cuff and unscripted, but today I'm going to be talking about Eberspacher night heaters. Namely, what I'd done to mine to hopefully go through a trouble-free winter, which hasn't proved to be the case. So, first thing I did was I swapped the heater matrix. That's the aluminium fan, the aluminium fin bit. And there's an interesting thing here because I could have got an Eberspacher genuine one, or I had the choice of going for a Chinese one. I went for the Chinese one. It was exactly the same as the proper one, and I thought, well, I'll do it. I'll give it a service. I replaced the burner tube with a Chinese burner tube, and that works fine. I did use Eberspacher seals, so I sealed it up and that was fine. What else did I do to it? Last summer I also put a new glow plug in it, not Chinese, a proper Eberspacher one, and gave it a good old clean, stuck it back together, and it worked seamlessly for quite a while, until last week actually. Did the Peak Districts, that was touching on -3. It made it through the weekend, and then Monday night I woke up at about 3 AM in the morning, and there was an acrid smell of smoke, and the interior was full of smoke. So what had happened? Well, it was the only thing I hadn't checked or swapped, and it turned out to be the fan blower. Now, this is a Chinese fan blower, which you can purchase for about, I don't know, anywhere from 20 odd quid to 30 quid, somewhere in that region. And it's fine, it's 12 volts. So you'd think that would work, wouldn't you? It's exactly the same aluminium body, same screw holes, same technology. They've ripped it off basically. So I thought last year I'll get one of these. I don't know why, but I just thought, obviously, must be a little bit crazy psychic or something, because this is what let me down this year. So anyway, I basically put this in, and the ECU didn't want to fire it up. It wouldn't run it, and it just wouldn't operate. So basically this is a genuine Eberspacher motor, and this blue, I have replaced this. No, where's the camera? Okay, so basically what happens with these things is this. Down here in this end are brushes, and the brush, is that focusing at all well? Is this really clear? No, it's probably about the best I'm going to get, but you'll just have to take my word if it'll focus on that end part. In here are brushes, and they had worn out. So I thought I would just buy, that's a better thing, I would just buy a set of replacement brushes, but then I noticed the armature itself is really heavily worn, so I had no option. I don't know whether you can see that. Will it focus? No, it's not going to focus, is it? Yeah, basically I had no option at all but to buy a new one of these. Well, I did have an option. I could go for an entire Eberspacher fan assembly, complete with plastic bits on the ends, motor and everything, for about 270 quid, or I could buy a new one of these, which is basically a 9 to 12 volt motor, not 12 volts. So I did that, 170 quid just for an electric motor. I replaced it, and hey presto, the thing loves to run now. So I guess this video is just like a tip, hint, help video for fan blowers. The things I noticed as my fan was beginning to wear out, because you can't check the brushes without pulling it apart, so you would never know. But the things that I noticed was it occasionally needed a tap to get the motor to start, to whir around so it would start up, and some strange noises as it was running. If the fan was running, you'd get a pulsating power noise from it, which, with the benefit of hindsight, were these desperately short, wafer thin carbon brushes spinning on a worn armature. So that's how you can tell that something's wrong with your blower. Don't make the same mistake that I did and think that you can swap it for a Chinese one, because 9 times out of 10 they won't work. This is purely 12 volt, not 9 volt to 12 volt motor. So don't try that one, but you can swap the heater matrix, which is the aluminium fin part of your Eberspacher, and you can use the Chinese burner tubes. And that's as much as I've found out about what Chinese cheap parts you can use on real Eberspachers. So I hope that helps somebody. I will just give a little plug to Dale at Kirknell's. Fantastic company. He was really helpful. Put this especially on his website so that I could order it, and he didn't mind sending it off to a care of address either. So if you're full-time vanners, then kirknells.co.uk, and I'm not being paid for this, will be more than happy to help you out. Thank you, Dale, again. That saved my bacon. It was a miserable week without heating, but now I have heat. So there we go. That's a video that I thought I'd produce, as it's actually useful, and it's about van life and heating and all of those useful things. Yeah, there we go. That's it. See you soon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to, what does everyone say? Smash that like button and subscribe. And if you feel you want to donate something, I don't have a Patreon, I don't have a PayPal, there's no super chats. Keep your money, spend it on diesel or better batteries on your van. Peace out, everybody.